All right, welcome into another Film Findings here on Buzz Beat on Substack. This is Richie. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to some film analysis and breakdown. If you know a Hornets fan that's not subscribed or doesn't know about Film Findings, share this video with them. That would be greatly appreciated. And we are going to be talking about Kon Knueppel, more specifically, not just him, the rookie, and how well he's performed, but his screening usage. And we're going to compare how he's been used as a screener more recently in the past 3 to 4 games compared to the beginning of the year. And I've got several clips to highlight that. I'll talk you through each action and how it results in a positive outcome. But also, too, as we get closer to the end, I'm going to show you why we're going to see this trend moving forward as Kon Knueppel is kind of changing where he's setting his screen, and obviously with the directives of Charles Lee. And so this first clip here is going to be against the Washington Wizards in DC, Capital One Arena. Third quarter, the Hornets are down. They're making their comeback here. And as you can see, Khan just makes that layup. But where he is coming from, he's coming from the corner to set this screen, a little step up screen here. And you see two Wizards go towards the ball as Khan drifts above the break. George realizes he's quickly got to get back to the ball with Khan right here. Khan realizes it's probably going to be easier to go left, especially with the momentum of George trying to stop. He attacks that top foot, gets downhill, and is able to finish with his left hand. I think he makes this look easier than it actually is because of the fact that it's offhand. Sar's coming over at the last second to try to block it as well. But again, I just wanted to note where the screen started, coming from the corner with that step-up screen. It's not to say that he doesn't set those screens anymore. We see it at a pistol action. We see it just, in the half court as well. But I have noticed a difference where he is setting screens in different places more recently. The second clip against the Washington Wizards later in the third quarter here, and this is a stack out alignment with Kalkbrenner setting the screen so Khan can get out. They use this a lot in Summer League, where he would go out to the wing and he would get an entry pass there. So they would use this to get the ball into the hands of Khan. And typically he would actually come off a double drag after he got that ball on the wing. In this case, that's not what's happening. The stack out sets the screen for Khan. Khan sets the screen for LaMelo and basically ghosts the screen and slips it out to the weak side. So what you're seeing here is Kalkbrenner setting the screen on CJ. CJ is defending Khan. Bub Carrington is guarding LaMelo Ball. And at the moment here that I pause it, you have CJ that's kind of helping out on this drive, knowing that if Khan can set this screen and hold it, he's probably going to have to help with LaMelo being a guy that can break down the defense on the drive. He doesn't know, obviously, that Khan's going to slip this to the weak side. And Ball does a good job of drifting to the right-hand side. He does it purposefully. He brings both Carrington and CJ over here and makes that pass back to the left side of the court. And absolutely nobody is in the range for Khan there. No contest, wide open three. Also, something subtle that I really like is Kalkbrenner. You can kind of see it here with his hand on the back of CJ, pushes him in the direction to the right side of the court, leaving Khan even farther open there. So he kind of guides him there. And a lot of Hornets crashing the offensive boards too, just in case this was a miss. But this shot was so open that you almost expect Khan to make this 7 times out of 10 with how open he was. So this was from the Washington game. I'm going to show some clips more recently and where Khan is setting his screens. A little bit different. So this game here against the Orlando Magic at home, he's been coming more from the middle of the court, almost as if he's setting a flat ball screen, or if he wants to flip it at the last second. He's holding his screens a little bit more. He also has the option to pop out. He has the option, if he sets a good screen, to do a short roll, we're seeing a variety of ways that this is happening. And there's also a variety of benefits in using Kon, which we can get to at the end of the video as to why he's being used in the middle of the court. You've got Bane on Sexton. You've got rookie Noah Penda on Kon. And while the screen here doesn't create a ton of advantages, it looks like Kon wants to flip it, but he just kind of pops out to above the break here. And again, like the first clip, he's able to attack, go downhill, and he finishes with his left hand again. And this one is almost more impressive just because he's having to weave in between two guys. He shields. Black right there tries to strip the ball and finishes with his left hand. So it's not so much the end product here that I'm trying to highlight. Great finish there, great craft, and using his body well around the rim. It's more so this is a more recent game, and you're seeing this a lot with Kon coming from the middle of the court and setting those screens right there in the middle of the court and creating some advantages that way. And so here is a clip from the Utah game. Similar, you've got the spacing going on with Sion James in the corner, Miles Bridges in the opposite corner. Two guys right now that you want in the corner shooting the ball well. And then obviously Cockburner there in the dunker spot where he is typically at. And with this screen, Kon is able to create a little bit more of an advantage because he's able to set it harder. He's able to connect. And then you've got George who comes out higher in this defense right here because of Sexton and the potential drive he's got to the right side. Mikhailuk, he's not able to get through. He's basically resigned to switching at this point. Kon has got him pushed up the court. A little subtle push there gives him some extra room as Sexton makes the pass on the short roll. And with the pass on the short roll, obviously two Jazz players are out of position here, and now it's a 4-on-3 situation. I think the initial gut instinct here is for Kon to shoot this floater. He second guesses himself and looks out to the left corner where Sion James is wide open, makes the fake pass, and then hits it high off the glass for the bank shot. More craft involved with Kon Knueppel, but again, this is what you're seeing. More screening in the middle of the court and also more short roll. This is what they did a lot with Gordon Hayward as a screener. Because of his physicality, it doesn't even have to be a guard. It could also be a guy of similar height and similar build. And Kon is so good at setting that screen, using that subtle push, and creating that advantage. And he can't get sped up. It looks like he's going to make a mistake here with all the pump fakes and using his eyes. Almost shoots, almost passes it to Sion, never dribbles until now, and then hits it high off the glass for the kiss off the glass there. Very much a very steady and mature play there from Kon Knueppel, but we're just seeing more of it. He's calm under pressure, and he can't be sped up, even though he is a rookie. And so we're just seeing more of this. I think this is a trend that we're going to start seeing a little bit more often here in the most recent game against the Pelicans. Very similar where he sets the screen, short rolls, and then he's able to hit the floater. In the 8 games that Kon has played this year, there have been 15 possessions as a roll man, and he has scored 1.73 points per possession, placing him in the 100th percentile. So there are advantages in Kon as a screener, but more specifically as a guy in the middle of the court. So when you're in the middle of the court, it kind of exposes the defenders a little bit more. You can create these 4-on-3 situations. And if for whatever reason Kon is able to draw in more guys, especially from the low man, you have that weak side pass out to the corner, and there's more ground to cover. The sideline, when he's setting screens on the sidelines, I think that's not, going to be eliminated from his game, but obviously you can use the sideline as an extra defender. And Kon is just so calm in all these different situations, wherever he's setting the screen, but especially in the middle of the court where it feels like there's a lot of decisions to be made. Do I pass it? Do I dribble it farther in? Do I hit the floater? But he is doing such a good job as a screener in the middle of the court. And I think it's going to be a trend that we continue to see with the Hornets, and Kon is the perfect man for it. So thank you so much for joining me and another Film Findings here. Be sure to share this. I will talk to you guys later.